sure that you're eating your vegetables but still enjoying a sweet treat. Chef Kelly Yorke from the Kitchen Hotline is here to show us how to make this healthy swap. And I was like, healthy swap? It's healthy anyway, isn't it? But actually, the original version is a little unhealthy.
Yes, happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday.
Yes. The zucchini bread is generally healthy, but we like to take a challenge and make it healthier at the Kitchen Hotline. What we did is we lowered the calories by about 40%.
So you went from 209 down to 123.
Yes, and we also lowered the fat by 70%. And we also lowered the carbohydrates by almost 30%, and the cholesterol goes from 27 grams to 0.
So 100% lower in cholesterol.
Yes.
I like that.
Yes, cholesterol-free completely. So let's start with making the batter. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a half a cup of cocoa powder.
Cocoa
powder. Yeah, cocoa.
Okay.
Yes, it's got a lot of polyphenols in it and antioxidants. And then we take 3/4 a cup of graham flour.
Graham flour you can find at the store, but we really had to hunt for it.
Yes, Arrowhead Mills makes it. Hodgkins Mills makes it.
It's a real brown bag like this.
Yes.
I found it the other day.
Yeah, King Soopers, I think, has it regularly. And if it's not on the shelves, ask your grocer.
Ask for it.
3/4 a cup of cake flour.
That's white.
It is, I know. That's why we're adding 1/4 a cup of bran.
Okay.
And in there is also a half a cup of baking powder and half a teaspoon and 1/4 a teaspoon of baking soda.
I've never seen you use white flour.
Yeah, well, you know what? It lightens it up. If you used all the heavy grains, it would be too dense, and your zucchini bread would be awful.
And your kids won't eat it then.
Maybe not. So anyway, we lastly add 1/3 a cup of bittersweet chocolate chips or semi-sweet. You can also use the sugar-free, the Hershey sugar-free if you're diabetic.
Oh, okay.
And that'll really cut out the sugar. That's it for the dry ingredients. Then for the wet, we're going to take a half a cup of light mayo. You could also use a half a cup of Greek yogurt.
A half a cup of light mayo.
And a half a cup of egg beaters.
All right.
And that's what keeps that cholesterol down. And also in there is 1 teaspoon of vanilla and 1/4 a cup of almond milk. And I use the chocolate-flavored almond milk made by Silk makes one.
You've got one right there.
Yeah, and Blue Diamond. Finally, we're going to add 1/4 a cup of half a cup of stevia extract in the raw, and 1/4 a cup of Splenda brown sugar blend.
And we'll have this on the website if anybody can't keep up.
Blend that together, and then till everything is well combined. And then we're going to add the zucchini, which has been squeezed, and I'll show you how to do that in a minute.
How much? We're almost out of time. So
3 cups.
3.
That's about 3 cups.
All right.
And then you add the wet to the dry and mix them together and put them in a greased medium-sized loaf pan. To squeeze your zucchini, you really want to do that because zucchini is very wet. That's why the calories are so low.
I've never done this.
36 calories or something like that. And then put in some cheesecloth or a thin rag and then just squeeze it and a lot of liquid will come out.
Really? Okay.
Yep. And you don't want that in your bread. It'll just make it soggy.
And gross.
It just takes a minute, and then you'll get a nice dry zucchini.
Thanks, Kelly. I've never tried that before.
Yes.
That's probably why my bread gets a little soggy.
The zucchini is great.
And there it is, and she put some Weight Watchers cream cheese in the middle. We'll have the recipe on our website. And if you want more info, Kelly can really help you. Give the Kitchen Hotline a call today between noon and 4 p.m., between noon and 4, and that number is 877-773-8485. Thank you, Kelly. Appreciate it. Always great to see you. All right. Do you think sweating